God forbid we bring Sharia law into mankind.
No Sharia happening here.
No Sharia. What is up? How you been?
I haven't seen you in 4 months.
That's fucking crazy.
It feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
Feels very weird. Get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, we got a different lighting setup, and yeah, the cameras are in the shot for this, by the way.
Are they?
Yeah, just keeping it raw. That's it. But yeah, man, a lot has been happening. I don't know what's going on with you, but I see Enzo has grown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dada, no dada.
Dude, I tell you what, the 2-year-old stage. It's funny because Kara was trying to spin it as terrific twos, and obviously it is terrific to have a child.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a reason why they call it the terrible twos. It is because it is the most testing experience I think a human being could ever have.
Damn.
100 for me, at least 100%.
What were you like at 2?
A pain in the ass,
Really?
for sure.
Probably. Huh?
Yeah, I bet.
Ah, dada, no blue light, dada. Red light, red light. What's this kid's obsession with blue light? You're 2, dude. That's insane. But that's, I mean, 2s? You're also you're too smart at that age, too.
You are. The intelligence starts to kick in.
Mm-hmm. You can definitely see it. And it's kind of fascinating because you think about yourself as a 30-year-old, and then you're like, damn, I might be stupider today than I was when I was a kid, dude. Legit.
Do you ever have the thought sometimes that you were wiser when you were younger?
Sometimes.
Maybe it's true in some areas of life, but not others.
I don't know. I think it has something to do with memory. As you get older, your memory just kind of...
You just start to remember less things.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, you got to find your way into how you are able to remember things. You got to invest some time into something that's important that you need to remember.
Mm.
Right? There's like a different pattern for everyone. But, I mean, I think some people are just better at memorizing things. But if you ask me, without having the visual cues of, like, old VHSs and all that stuff, like what my childhood was like, or do you remember this or that, I don't think I would.
No, it's a blank.
Yeah.
That's what's scary.
Dun, dun, dun. You could remember feelings.
Sure. Or smells, they bring back a certain set of memories.
Right? Like, you've seen those compilations on Reels where people put things like nostalgia of the 1990s, for example. And then they put like these images, these warm filmic images with certain sounds and music, and you're like, damn, this...
So sad.
Yeah, I remember that feeling.
So sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean...
no stress.
I will say it's the toughest experience I've ever had in my life. But I think it obviously is there for a reason, right? Like, you have to develop through it.
And build on
There's certain habits that you have to get rid of. Certain habits you have to develop. It's just a part of being a human being. So, a fun little ride.
Fun? I'm just kidding. Yeah. It has to be fun. I just have no idea what you're talking about because I haven't experienced it. But
what do you mean, dude? You say you basically know what it is to have a child.
yeah,
Because you've watched your brothers.
But at the same time, it's not your full responsibility. You know?
Yeah, it's not the same.
Exactly.
Similarities, but not.
And like, I'm sure we're not tied in that way either. You know, like, if it was my kid, it's my kid. Like I made that thing basically with the help of God. But
That thing.
yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
I don't know. We shall see what the world has in store.
What about you?
Nothing, dude. Just work. Literally work. I'm writing my new film. I'm in that stage.
About what?
The seasonal, depressy, cold winter, huddle inside, start writing type of thing so you can get to shooting next year. Yeah.
Is it depressing, though?
It's not depressing. It's
more of a feeling that you put yourself into.
I don't know. Cold. Just think of it's a dark blue time.
Cold
With gray.
undertones.
Yeah. It's a very neutral palette time right now. If
Yeah,
you
I
were to
mean,
throw in colors.
Believe it or not, like I'm actually getting pissed when the sun comes out now.
What the?
Dude, I firmly like people get pissed at the seasons for some reason,
Oh, you fucking kidding me?
but it's actually a wonderful experience. Like you go from very hot summers to cold winters.
That's a good indicator of time waits for no one. Death waits for no one, you know. Just keep it moving. Move. I don't know if we move differently, but I actually had this as a thought. Okay. When these seasons hit, do I change the way I move just because there's a little rain now versus like a dry, sunny day? Or do I move the same regardless of interference of certain things? Like some people would say, it's wet out, I'm going to stay inside.
Mm.
For me, I'm like, let me test this and be like, doesn't faze me, you know? Do you move differently? Because I used to. I used to be like, oh, it's raining outside? Oh, no, it's raining outside. Now I'm like, oh, it's raining outside. Okay.
It's an opportunity.
Let's see what this is about. This is a different experience, you know?
Mm.
I've been inside my entire life every time it's raining. Why don't I go outside? And then another thing it reminded me of was Mythbusters. You know that show? Yeah.
How can you not?
There's only like 5, probably 6 top, like best myths that they busted. But this one in particular was, are you drier when you run through the rain or when you walk? And they tested this. What do you think?
Interesting question. Maybe run, because I would assume there's just more surface area for water to get on.
Yeah.
And then, dumb thoughts come like, oh, you're splashing more, so you're obviously going to get wet. But I would assume running more.
You think you're correct, but you're incorrect. After testing it multiple times, it turns out if you just slow pace walk, or not even slow pace, just a steady pace, nice, not running.
You get
walking.
more wet if you walk.
You go inside a lot more dry. You're less
Why?
wet. I don't know. I completely forgot. I just remember seeing this a long time ago, and I was like, huh. And I memorized it. And I was just like, it's better to walk in the rain than it is to run. Crazy. Yeah, you guys should save that one.
What about dancing in the rain?
Who the hell dances, first of all? Not me. That's for sure.
Damn, sad boy hours.
Yeah.
Jesus. Not me.
Positivity. Yeah, I don't know, man. A lot has been going on. There's like, you know how I told you I'm writing, like all this stuff. So that comes along with reading. It's just,
I've got some new books too.
yeah. See, and the reason why I said depressing is not because it's depressing. It could look depressing from the outside, but I am enjoying my peace, my quiet. You know, just developing certain. I'm going back to. I have like seasonal habits. You know, so like now it's fireplace season. Great for book setting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ask anyone. It's pretty good for a book setting. So you go into that. Instead of taking daily walks, I've been more inside, like going to the gym, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. And I start to swim more when I'm in the winter for some reason.
Most people do the opposite.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Very weird. But I had something to share because this is something that popped in here. Let me see. Since you want to talk about depressing. What the hell was that?
It's a door.
A door?
You know how they have those stupid chimes for doors?
That's so stupid. We're in a business complex.
Ding ding.
So this is from a book called The Way a Man Disappears. Okay. This is written by Tails and Ink. And it goes like this, okay? A man doesn't vanish in a single night, not in a dramatic silence, not in the slammed door or the hospital bed. This is how a man disappears. He keeps fixing things. Faucets, fences, finances, anything that is breaking, except himself. For somewhere along the way, he learned that his own suffering is the only thing he can't repair. This is how a man disappears. He remembers the exact sound of his father's footsteps, but cannot for the life of him remember the last time he laughed without faking a smile. This is how a man disappears. Not into death, but into function, into usefulness, into being needed, but never seen. And the cruelest part is, everyone calls it responsibility, maturity, being a real man. But you and I know better that this is how a man disappears.
I definitely think that's going to go viral. You should clip that. I think it's a little bit too depressing for my taste, but I think it's pretty spot on with a lot of the stuff it's mentioning.
Well, the reason it's depressing is, well, I like the fact that it's depressing, actually. You know why? Because it tells you that you're still able to feel things, right? Which is, it's in a deeper part of the well, so I get it. But I don't know.
But man disappears into function.
Yeah.
What was that? Function, not disappearance?
You disappear into function. So, emotions aside, you just become useful. You know what I'm saying? So, as Andrew Tate says, men are the ones that are most loyal. We're the ones that sacrifice, right? Women are just freely, the relationship is unstable when she's unhappy, but, fuck me, right? That's just how you've heard it over and over again.
Sure. It's like you're only looking at one aspect of the man, which is his utility.
Yeah. The reason why this is a good passage is because it goes to show you that as a male, we can all relate. That's all it is. Whether you're a hard ass, a dumbass nerd, whatever you are, that's like two spectrums right there, and everything in the middle. We can all relate on that, So I think that's the part where I don't mind it being depressing, because it at least gets you to feel something for a little bit.
Well, yeah, it's a part of reality. I mean, look, there's a spectrum of emotions. It's like you need to learn how to dip your toes in both areas of that spectrum, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but we keep moving. That's how we do, You think about it for 5 minutes, take your 5 minutes, breathe it out, get back to it.
But I think you have to go through that as a man too.
Well, 100%.
In order to become the best man you can be.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? Hard times create men? Hard men? What is it?
I don't know why I laughed at that. Good times create soft men, I think.
Yeah. No.
I forgot the whole cycle.
It was like bad times create...
Hard times create hard men.
You know what I'm trying to say here.
Just reminds me of this guy at his graduation. He was talking about how grateful for his sister he is.
What the hell?
And he accidentally said, "She makes me hard."
What?
Yeah.
How?
He meant to say, "She makes me laugh so hard."
Okay, where'd you see this?
This was on IG.
Dude, IG has become unfiltered.
So funny.
The amount of gore that I see, people dying constantly. It literally goes back to being like Meta, Facebook, whatever. They're allowing this shit and the reason being is because they want you to feel fear, and their tactic is build fear within people because, cause chaos and cause insecurity and like all this stuff. So if you think about it that way, you're like, hold on. Let me zoom out real quick, right? That is my bubble. That is my FYP, Someone in South Georgia could have like a completely different view of the world because of social media.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And not just because of social media, it even goes back like, 30, 40 years. If you just watch the news, I'm sure different stations did different things, right? There has to be a reason why we have Team CNN, Team BBC, Team ABC, Team KTLA5. Like, it's just, we've had teams forever. And I feel like everyone has like this perspective of that is different depending on where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm glad my FYP is not like that.
yeah, I don't know.
It's just like soccer and circadian shit.
Soccer and circadian, with the occasional vibes of like interior decor and shit.
Of course.
God,
Tasty,
damn.
nice,
And then you
warm, incandescent in the room.
yeah, and then you start looking in the comments, and they're like, "Yeah, this is AI." Fuck.
God,
That's
does
another-
everything have to be AI?
That's another thing, dude. Some of those AI videos make me crack the hell up, like the Sora videos,
Which ones?
like chiropractic. It would be like, "Oh, is the pain here?"
The
And
old
he'll-
man, he
and
throws
it's-
him over the shoulder.
Exactly. Stuff like that. It's a good time right now. It's a good time to reflect before the New Year's hits. We're well at the end of Thanksgiving today.
Tomorrow.
Damn. I was like,
We have a
we're
different
recording on
Thanksgiving today.
Damn, your wife's gonna kill you
No, we planned it out.
on Thanksgiving. Huh? Thanks for giving us shit.
I
Is
got a
this even
sauna.
recording? Yeah, this is recording.
I got a sauna.
You got a sauna?
Hell yeah.
Where'd you put it?
Partnered with Heavenly Heat, baby, in the garage.
In the garage.
Heavenly Heat.
The garage is already a sauna on its own, brother.
Not even. It's actually super cold.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I tried to test the sauna out. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have to let it preheat a little bit longer to get it above 135.
Chinga.
With 135, you get a really good sweat. I don't
Okay.
need to go above, but
Yeah.
I mean, their quality is impeccable.
Yeah.
Canadian hemlock wood.
How's the room in it?
The sauna room?
Like, there's a room.
Impeccable.
3 people? 2 people?
No, 2 people.
2 people. Wow,
Infrared.
Nice. Infrared. Dude, infrared was my favorite.
It's a game changer.
Remember that spot we used to hit up? In Orange?
What's that called?
I forgot what it was. It was like
Perspire.
Perspire?
Yeah, Perspire. Perspire.
Yeah.
Perspire Sauna Studios.
There we go. Dude, phenomenal. The way I felt, amazing. Blood vessels, you can see them. Everything, like everything is just...
My arteries, you could see them.
Yeah.
But I just never stuck with it because it was like, what did they charge? Like $75 a session?
No, hell no.
Or 45? What was it?
The hell? It was like... No, it was like $25 per session.
No,
Or-
it wasn't $25. That's
it-
too cheap.
No, it was $25 per session. Or you could buy 4 for like... It was like $95, $85.
Bro, I can guarantee you it wasn't 25 a
Bro,
session. That
bro.
is too cheap.
Bro, that's why I went there specifically.
They might have just liked you more. They gave you a
No,
good
no,
deal.
no. This was on the pamphlet. This is on the menu, dude.
I don't remember that. I remember like 45.
I don't know. Dude, 45? I would not have done it if it was 45. I would have put $45 a week into my own savings.
Yeah, you are a big saver. By the way, code ZADE, Heavenly Heat Saunas.
Ooh,
Give me a I'll give
baby.
you a discount. You give me an affiliate commission.
Ooh,
That's how it works.
hell yeah. But yeah, if you can't afford that, you can always go to find a red light machine too. That thing's pretty good for your mitochondrial function.
Mitochondria.
Also, your blood vessels.
Also, your vasculature.
I've been hitting the red light back again, just because of like some soreness, some uncomfortable things. Like I sit a lot, you know what I mean? So turn it on at night, a good 35, 45-minute sesh.
God damn.
Phenomenal, dude.
That's a toasty session. That's
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time. It's nice though.
You might actually be breaking a sweat.
Yep, almost. It gets pretty hot.
Damn.
Yeah. But I think it's needed. Every time I think about it and I think about the benefits, I'm like, dude, why did I step away from it for 3 months? It's so stupid.
Yeah, that's way too long, dude.
Yeah. No. Especially right now. I think it's because I haven't seen the sun
Mm-hmm.
for a while. It's been raining and stuff. So I'm like, back to it. Some other things. You've been sending me a lot of cool shit on like some of the fields, the open fields in...
Oh, I thought you were going to say IG fucking DMs.
no, in the hills. You've been sending
Never gives me
photos.
credit for the reels, bro.
You're like 6 a.m., dude.
Dude, that's the closest experience I'll get to feeling like I'm in Interstellar.
Damn.
Going through the cornfields.
Hell yeah.
I'm not going to give my, the location of where I live, but
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm close
Cornfields.
to a women's prison in Chino,
You female only.
and there's like,
Orange is the new black.
I guess,
I don't know.
and there's just this long road of nothing
Yeah.
that ironically leads to like an RC plane airstrip.
Really?
Dude, I see they have like fighter jets.
What the hell? But
These,
RC
these
stuff.
things are about like our size. They're massive.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I've seen not the planes themselves. I've seen like those RC helicopters kill people, kill their users.
I'm not surprised. I didn't know they were that big.
Yeah, and they're pretty goddamn fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's cool though that they have like a that field has to exist for something. Like it's just a massive field that leads to a mountain after like 80 miles.
Well, it's mostly just agriculture.
Yeah.
I think they used to have cows on it and stuff.
Do you go shopping there? Like you get milk and
Yeah, just
really?
get the udder, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
just start milking away.
Yeah. Just that casual cash. Yeah, how are the eggs, by the way? You've been getting farm fresh eggs, no?
There's a place nearby us that we have to try, but the eggs there's another place called Hottinger's,
Mm-hmm.
which does a lot of meat and stuff. Phenomenal.
Interesting.
Eggs are pretty good, but they get it from the original place, which we haven't gone to yet.
Kill. Damn.
I don't know. That area is kind of weird because it's like they're modernizing it.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like Amazon warehouses and shit,
Mhm.
and then right next to it you have cows,
Hmm.
like feedlots.
Yeah, you're right. Honestly, if you turn right, it becomes industrial, and then if you turn left, it's all residential, and then in the middle is just a giant playing field.
Yeah, like the second place we were looking at to live in, bro, the smell outside was horrendous.
Yeah.
Just like cow shit, 24/7.
Nope.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna go away within a year." I'm like, "No."
no. I if I remember correctly, the city of Chino used to give shots to people so that you wouldn't smell the manure. And
Hmm.
I'm talking about like 2007, 2008.
I don't know anything about that.
That's insane. Imagine having to do that. Just being like, yeah, I'm going to live here, but it smells like shit, so I might as well just get the shot, dude. Get blasted with this.
That's
Like,
disgusting.
what is that even doing to you? God forbid. We know how Zayd thinks. So it's like
I don't know.
another
That's a black box subject right there for
Yeah,
YouTube.
dude.
I'll tell you that.
J&J, brother. But yeah, that's it was a funny time back then. But I kind of wish I could bring some things back from that time into today. And I think it's more of like the being off the phone part and being more into this real world. Because now some people define the real world as strictly social media and online presence,
Hmm.
which is insane.
You know what's
Now-
even more stupid?
Hmm.
The Meta glasses.
They,
See, bro,
you want to get me started, dude, on this crap? That's how we
Hey.
start filming this?
like there's a use case for it, but
We start filming the pod with it?
oh,
Perspective, dude. I mean, it would give a good POV. But, yeah, it makes me really think about if it's whether or not it is easier to, like, are there less players in the real world now versus the amount of players in the second alternative real world, which is online? So if I were to bring myself down back into the real world, are there less players to where I am now in a good position to play? Or
to
is that
level up
dying?
in the real world.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it depends on how you define leveling up.
Well, social media is risky, the way I look at it, right? Because depending on what you do, you might either get to keep that fame, success, or whatever forever, as long as you're delivering on why you have fans that fell in love with you to begin with,
Mm-hmm.
versus someone that might be just like a one-hit wonder type of thing and then just dies off later, you know? Like you could have a good running 10 years, 3 years, 5 years,
Sure.
and then it ends. Like think about it like this. On YouTube, we had Casey Neistat was a filmmaker in New York, and he used to do a bunch of crazy videos like every day, right? Super popular. We also had, what was his name? Smosh. for example.
Oh, I forgot
Do you
about
remember that?
him. Wow.
Smosh was two guys. It was
Oh, two guys?
yeah,
That's how long it's been, but I recognize the name.
dude. It was Ethan and Anthony, I believe, and like they were good for a certain period of time, you know, and then they died off for like a good decade, and now they're back into like full suite, full production with like multiple actors and like all this stuff, and it just became a studio. So they had to use practical, real world business type of moves to come back and be revived back into social media. You see what I mean? So like that's the part where I'm saying, like, to me it sounds risky. You got to pick something that's a good function between the real world and the alternative. So you're using social media as a tool, but you're building something in the real world. A lot of people have this like illusion of, if my numbers just keep going up,
Sure.
doesn't matter what I do. I could be a stupid retard that grapefruits monkeys. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you just have 10 million followers. You know,
Yeah, like
is that gonna last?
what's the utility to that in the long
exactly.
term?
And in the real world, you're a stupid autistic retard, and then, you know, and then
You're a stupid, autistic, moronic retard.
yeah, you know, and then so like no one gives a crap about you in the real world, but then in the alternative, you're doing fine. You know.
Yeah, you're like a superstar in the
How long is that
alternative.
gonna last? That's what I'm saying. So I feel like, for me, oh wow, dude, guess what just hit my mind? The yin and yang, right?
Balance.
It's a mix. It's a giant mix of both, and that's kind of like where you use it.
It is. Because, like, regardless, you're in both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's kind of how I roll, you know? I mean, think of how many podcasts we've had without recording.
A lot.
Is that how you roll in life? Or is that just lights, camera, action, let's go, you know? And then that's it. You're only doing this for social media.
Yeah, at what point do conversations just become podcasts exclusively?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That would be very weird if you just have conversations exclusively via podcasting networks
Mm-hmm.
or avenues.
Yeah. That means you're not proving yourself to be that type of person.
It's more performative. It's
Exactly.
not
So,
authentic.
like, are you that type of person or not? So, like, I see this a lot in photography, video, you know, where people are just not good, but they're running a great business and they're doing it for the money. So what happens is the client's going to sign off on, like, no matter what happens, I still get paid. So you're basically just pitching sales at that point, right? And then there's the real creatives, the ones that do great, phenomenal work. They just don't have the business mindset or the back end work to do that kind of stuff, to pitch sales and get clients and show them that they do great work, you know? So then the whole market just starts to become like, you're thinking that, you know, someone successful means they're good. Not necessarily anymore. That's how I see it.
Depends on what they're good at, but I see that.
Right? Like, think about this.
You have a bunch of mediocre people who are just like,
How many people have you heard sold a course, and then that course is just like a never-ending loop of almost telling you the secret up until 110 pages, and then you realize you paid $450 for what? Like, this guy's just he's just going on and on about how the secret's coming, you know, and like how like it's just random words being put into the scheme of making you think that you matter and this guy cares and like all this stuff, and then you get nothing out of it, you know.
there's a lot of that.
So all he's doing is he's pitching you ways for you to buy his course, and then you get nothing out of it. You should be pissed because you're just like, I'm actually giving you value, but people have been scammed so much into buying courses that I'm like, how do I?
Well, that's the thing. It depends on the person. I think ultimately you do have to get good at marketing and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Even if you don't, like, I don't label myself as a good marketer, quote unquote marketer, because it's not really my aim, but at the same time, that is what I'm doing.
Exactly. You have to learn.
Like, if you're alive and you're a person and you want to succeed or get better at anything, you're marketing yourself.
Yeah. That's why when I was in sales, it was telling you sales is a life skill. It's not it's not put here for you to just sell these belts or these socks or just like retail level. It's you're literally selling yourself no matter where you go. All right. And that's kind of like the key take here is everywhere you step foot, you will always have to sell yourself. Whether that's conscious or unconscious.
Yeah, just it annoys me when people comment on my shit and they're like, this is the fault of capitalism. As soon as somebody says that, I'm like, okay,
Capitalism?
you clearly can't play the game of capitalism. That's why you're talking shit about.
Yeah. And
If you could play it and you understood the nuance involved, then you wouldn't be
yeah.
such an annoying ass about it.
To that, I would respond with, and this is the result of abortion laws.
Oh my God.
Damn.
But it's just ridiculous
I
because
know,
like somebody talks crap about capitalism, but they're using an iPhone and a social media app to tell me some shit that was created from capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
Like people are very like, do you want to go to a socialist country and live there? Do you want to live in Venezuela where you can't buy a piece of fucking bread because the currency is just ass?
No, I think a lot of people are just losers to the point where they want to see everyone be at their level rather than just like people climbing above them, you know? And it's kind of crazy. Like to think that there's a mentality like that, you know, instead of being happier for people and maybe my day will come, you just like are envious and you're a piece of shit towards, you know.
There's one element of that, yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, the system's not perfect, but goddamn,
Yeah.
it's probably the best system we have available right now.
What was it? There was an analogy I heard recently, or it was kind of like, this is what was said. It was saying like, in life, there's three things. There's the giver, the taker, and the in between that gives and takes. Okay, and the results showed that majority of the people that are on top are usually givers. Right, people that are rich as hell, usually givers. Okay, but they're a mix. And then the takers are usually at the bottom. Like they're in the depths of society, okay? Sorry. Givers are either at the top or at the bottom, okay? Because they just give, you know, they give. And sometimes what you see is people that are in the middle, that are givers and takers, makes sense for it to be neutral. The givers that give too much are dealing with takers, right? And the reason why a lot of takers are at the top too is because they're taking advantage, stepping all over you to climb up, because they're such takers. That's kind of like how their mentality is. And the way it was described wasn't necessarily that this is a bad, wrong doing, right? Like they could be nice people, but they're just wired to be takers.
And that's not always a bad thing.
And that it's not always a bad thing. No.
It's not.
No. That's just why I believe in balance, right?
Yeah.
You give and take. But you just have to have your own boundaries and stuff like that. Okay, and respect others. But yeah, I thought it was super cool. I'll send you the link so we can link it in the description if we need to. But that was such a good analogy, dude, that I was like, enlightening, you know?
Always goes back to balance, bro.
Yeah. Of course. You know, if you're going to do cocaine, you know, do a little bit. Just kidding.
This is not medical advice.
You fuck with the crystal? No.
This is not life advice at all.
No, I'm good. But yeah, there's a lot more I want to talk about, and there's just like a couple things that I prepared for the next upcoming episodes. They're going to be super hype. They're going to be well developed. I'm excited for everyone to listen to them. But for today, we kind of wanted to just check in and chat with Zaid. I haven't seen him in a couple of months. So, yeah, I'm going to leave you with that. Go ahead and check out our sponsors in the description below. That really helps us. And what helps us the most is if you follow our Instagram, support by rating us 5 stars on Spotify. That would be massive for us. So thank you very much. And I surely will catch you next time.
Catch you.
Peace.